completely different. Bombolina was the oldest hippopotamus in Africa. She lived alone near the Nile River. She was huge, blue, almost round, and beautiful. One day Bombolina wanted to have friends. She had always been alone. She swam and swam with the current until she reached a clearing in the jungle. Soon many animals began to appear. Bombolina felt like the happiest animal on earth. She had found a place full of friends. All the animals surrounded Bombolina. They had never seen a hippopotamus, let alone a blue one. "Who are you?" asked an arrogant mandrill. "I'm a hippopotamus," said Bombolina, smiling. "You see, you're a hippopotamus," said the mandrill. "You'll have to go with the females like you." That's how the animals were divided into two groups, males and females. Bombolina joined the group of females like her. "Well," thought Bombolina, "we are fewer than before but still many." One day while they were all talking about their gestures and preferences, some noticed that Bombolina was too common. "You see," said an arrogant lioness, "you'll have to go with the common and ordinary ones like you. The monkeys, snakes, hyenas, zebras and others." That's how the females were divided into two groups, the more refined ones and the more ordinary ones. "Well," thought Bombolina, "we are fewer than before but still many." But one day when they were all doing acrobatics in the vast plains surrounding the jungle, some noticed that Bombolina was not as young as she appeared. "You see," said a zebra foal barely 2 years old, "you'll have to go with the older ones like you." "But I'm only 90 years old, I feel young," protested Bombolina. "What does it matter?" insisted the zebra foal. "Anyway, we are of different ages." That's how the more common females were divided into two groups, the young ones and the old ones. "Well," thought Bombolina, "we are fewer than before but still many." But one day when they were all running among the trees, some noticed that Bombolina was a little fat and clumsy. "You see," said a very thin and agile monkey, "you'll have to go with the fat ones like you. The rhinos, elephants, crocodiles and other fat ones of the sort." That's how the more common and old females were divided into two groups, the skinny ones and the fat ones. Bombolina joined the group of the fat ones like her. "Well," thought Bombolina, "we are fewer than before but still many." But one day while they were happily chatting, some noticed that Bombolina had different habits. "You see," said a red branchietana, "you have habits different from ours. You'll have to go with those of your same origin and who do the same as you, the hippopotamuses." That's how the more common old and fat females were divided into two groups, based on their origin and customs. "Well," thought Bombolina, "we are no longer many but still a few." But one day when all the old and fat hippopotamuses were submerging themselves in the water, some noticed that Bombolina was not the same color as them. She was blue. "You see," said a huge dark hippopotamus, "you're not the same color as us. You'll have to go with someone who's the same as you, blue." "Well," thought Bombolina, "but I did it with sadness. I'm alone again like in the beginning. There is no one else left. I am completely different from the others." The hippopotamus felt so sad and miserable that she lay on the riverbank. Suddenly, Bombolina saw something resembling her coming out of the water. She peered. It was a hippopotamus identical to her. At least now there were two. For hours, Bombolina kept looking at the hippopotamus reflected in the river. And when she was having the most fun, a fish broke the image and came up to the water. The image disappeared and Bombolina felt so miserable that she started crying. "Now I am completely alone. I am completely different. I am completely unhappy." "Hello, friend," said the fish that had emerged in the water. "Do you want to play with me?" "I don't think we can play. We were born in different places, we do different things and we are completely different." "But I want to play with you," insisted the fish. "Impossible," said Bombolina. The fish became sad but suddenly came up with a wonderful idea. "Hey Hippo," said the fish. "Instead of thinking about the things we have different, why not think about the things we have in common?" "That, of course, that would be fantastic," nodded Bombolina. "So we could join together instead of staying apart." "But what do we have in common, you and me?" "Well, we're both animals," shouted the fish. "Yes, that's true," observed Bombolina. "We both have a size, although it's not exactly the same," added the fish enthusiastically. "We have a shape, though it's not exactly the same. We have an origin, though it's not exactly the same. We have customs, though they aren't exactly the same. And we have our own color, though it's not the same," added Bombolina. "Well, yes, you're right, and we both like to share. We have many things in common." "Also," said the fish, We both want to be friends, and that's more than enough. That's the important thing, finding a friend who always sees your good things. Or despite seeing your differences, wants to be with you because you're a great human being.